What's up, everyone? Welcome to First Impressions, where I give you my first impressions of newly released theatrical films. My name is AJ Legend. This is my co-host.
And I'm BMX Stream.
And we just saw Marvel's Black Panther.
Good God.
All right. Okay, so this movie was great. This is a good movie. Really good movie. I personally liked it a lot. I actually think it was actually a little overhyped for my taste. I don't think it's as good as people want to say it is, but however, that doesn't mean it was a bad movie. So before you people start throwing your computer screens on the floor, just
and the hate mail.
Just because I say it's overhyped, that does not mean it's bad, because it's far from bad. It's really damn good.
Oh,
There's a lot of things to like about this movie. The direction was
amazing.
Great. Ryan Coogler, the director, did a great job. The cinematography in this movie was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The cinematography is awe-inspiring, especially when you get these swooping shots of Wakanda and how the nation looks, and beautiful. Like how the costumes and the sets look, the set designs, immaculate, perfection.
It made me want to live in Wakanda.
It
was beautiful.
It really. There's repeated lines in this movie where they say, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and it really is the beautiful thing you've ever seen. It's well done.
Common sunset.
Exactly. Oh, beautiful. To me, this movie has a lot going for it. The acting all across the board is great.
Casting was amazing.
Chadwick Boseman as T'Challa. He was in Civil War, but of course he plays Black Panther in that. He plays Black Panther in this, and he actually gets a chance to actually show his chops.
Right.
Instead of being like a bit player, he's the central focus, and he does a great job at carrying this movie on his back.
Definitely.
Beautiful. We got Martin Freeman, who returns from Civil War. He played Everett K. Ross. He was funny.
He was hilarious.
Traffic going on.
He was funny.
Yeah, he was great. He was funny as Ross. He had a nice little scene. He had some good comedic bits.
Yeah. Definitely.
Andy Serkis.
Yes.
Fucking Caesar.
Yes.
Who played, before we even talk about Claw and the awesomeness of Claw, he comes back as Claw, reprising his role from Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Oh.
For those of you who've seen Age of Ultron, Andy Serkis was in that movie as Ulysses Claw. He comes back in Black Panther because Claw has a history with Black Panther and the Wakanda and all that stuff out of the books. So you get that nice little touch. Yeah, he was great. You have other supporting roles in this movie. They did great too. Angela Bassett was in this movie. She plays T'Challa's mother. She has a commanding presence. To me,
definitely.
she didn't get enough screen time, but
But what she had, she did well.
She did great. I loved it. Forrest Whitaker was in this, and he's always fun to watch.
Amazing.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. He was fantastic.
I love Forrest Whitaker.
No, I can't hate on Forrest Whitaker. I can't. He's just too good and everything.
He's awesome.
He can have like a 2-second role, and you're like, fucking Forrest Whitaker steals the show. He's that good.
Yeah.
Good commanding presence.
But this he didn't have a 2-second role, which I'm very happy about.
Me too. He actually had a role. And his character is actually very important to this story.
Definitely.
We're not going to
get into it, but you'll find out when you see it.
Just remember this: the cold open to this movie, it pretty much ties into the overall main plot, so it's very important.
Yes.
And his character plays a very, very important role in the movie, especially when we get to Michael B. Jordan's character, Eric Stevens, Killmonger, who, I liked Michael B. Jordan in this movie. He had good presence. He had good screen presence. He was menacing. He was dastardly. He was evil. Definitely. I liked how he's pretty much a Black Magneto. Let's say how it is. Killmonger is a Black Magneto. Just swap out the Jews for slaves. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
If it's done correctly.
It was done right. It was done right. He did a good job at playing a more modern version of Magneto. Yeah. And that's pretty much that. And it was
a good contrast with
him and T'Challa. Yeah. Of course, we're not going to give away nothing between the rivalry, what caused the rivalry.
No, of course not.
But the action set pieces in this movie were great.
Oh yeah.
The opening fight scene was great.
Fight scenes in general were amazing.
The fight scene in Korea with Claw was fun as shit.
Yes.
That whole ending sequence was fantastic as well. It was such a fun move.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've been talking long enough, so you get to say some stuff.
Okay. Wow. I don't know what else there is to say. I think you pretty much hit everything on the head, but I'm just going to agree with my colleague.
Give your thoughts.
But I'm just going to agree with my colleague.
What are you, a robot? You have no thoughts of your own?
Well, I'm just going to, all right, well, I'm going to agree with my colleague and add on and say that everything was awesome. The casting was amazing. The cinematography was amazing. Everybody played their roles well. The story was told very, very well. I mean, the set design, the sets were beautiful. I mean, I really, literally felt like, oh my God, I want to live in Wakanda.
Wakanda.
I literally want, Wakanda. I literally want to live there. I want first class tickets.
You know what's cool about this movie? That it has a lot of Lion King parallels.
It does.
There's a lot of Lion King parallels, and that's fucking great.
It is, yeah. Just the old lion, something happens to the old lion, and then the young lion takes over.
You'll see when you watch the movie. You'll see what I mean. How there's a lot of Lion King parallels.
Other than Savannah, sorry, but
there's this one establishing shot at the beginning where you see this great landscape, and in my brain I heard
Savannah. Anyway.
It's the first opening shot of the sun rising, and the Lion King thing just popped in my head. Like I associate African countries with the Lion King, since the Lion King takes place in an African
landscape.
Country.
Yeah, definitely. It has that has that feel to it.
But it's cool. I like it. It's good shit.
Definitely.
And
that's amazing.
Like I said, my favorite thing about this movie is not the action. It's just the overall. I told you, it's the overall look of it. It's the overall look.
I liked Crow's singing career. However brief it was, you'll see it in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that was a funny scene.
But
Claw steals the show.
Yeah,
the scenes that Andy Serkis was in, you could tell he was having a blast.
He was just happy to play the role.
He was great. I wish he had more screen time.
Yeah, I do too. He was a good character.
Yeah. I mean, I like what they did with him, but I wish they could have done so much.
They could have done more,
especially at the end. Yeah, they could have done so much more.
I liked obviously the characters were very well played. The story, how they told the story was very well done.
Yes, it was.
Oh my God, the story was
good. Really good story.
It was a story that literally could suck you in.
It really,
It was such a great story, such a great tale of how things came about.
It's pretty much the story of this movie is pretty much T'Challa. He is the king of Wakanda.
Oh yeah, he's the focus of the whole entire movie.
His sole purpose is to protect his nation of Wakanda as both king and as Black Panther.
Exactly.
Of course, that's the overall that's the
basic.
That's the foundation of the movie.
Basic
and everything else just builds around it.
Right.
Around it.
And boy did they do so well to build around it.
Oh, they got so many good performances. You got Michonne from The Walking Dead was in this movie. She was badass.
Definitely.
I love the chemistry and comedic timing with T'Challa and his sister. They had pretty good chemistry.
That was funny. I love seeing that.
His sister has a lot of funny lines.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they gave her some awesome
She has some
lines.
funny material.
They gave her some awesome lines.
Especially when she meets Ross.
Yes.
That was pretty fun.
Yes.
That was okay. I mean, I was waiting for a joke like that, and when I got it, I was like, I didn't cringe. I thought it was
funny.
It didn't make me cringe. I was like, oh, what? That was actually pretty funny.
Right.
I didn't cringe because normally when you do race-related jokes, they can be funny or they can be cringing.
Yeah. That one was
cringing is as if you're forcing a laugh instead of having an organic laugh.
Right.
This one actually gave me an organic laugh,
which is good.
Yeah.
Oh man, there was a lot of scenes in the movie which gave us organic laughs.
Oh god, what's that guy's name?
The warlord?
The big warlord, the mountain warlord.
Oh yeah.
God, he was fucking hilarious.
He was funny. Are you done yet?
No. There's this one scene in the movie. You'll know when you see it with this mountain warlord. It's near the end, and I'm not going to get nothing away.
It was funny.
It was funny. He had that, and that entire scene was good.
That scene, that whole entire scene made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
Stuff. Yeah, overall, this was a really good movie.
This was well done.
Movie. Like I said, I personally think it's a good movie that's getting too much hype. Scale down on the hype a little bit because this movie is nothing special. I mean, to me, this movie is not a 10 out of 10. That distinction will always go to Winter Soldier. To me, Winter Soldier is the better of the Marvel movies. It has a tightly better story. It's more tightly paced, and the scenes don't drag on. They all flow very nice. In this movie, it can get clunky a little bit with its pacing. There were times where like it got a little too slow for its own good.
Okay.
And a lot of scenes dragged on when you could have like tightened it up a little bit to have a little more flow.
Right.
I mean, that's that docks off points.
Yeah,
you can't. No, it can really dock points off.
Points.
You can't just have your movie go to a grinding halt.
No.
You gotta keep it going. This movie, there are certain areas where it kind of grinds a little bit, and you're just like, okay,
onward.
This up. You could trim this off. You could trim that off. You could have added more over here instead of doing what you did over there. You could have given this person some more time. Trim some of that down.
Right.
The movie could have done a better job at its pacing in a lot of areas.
But all in all, for what it was amazing.
It was great. Solid 8 out of 10 for me.
Same here.
8 out of 10.
Same
Overall,
here, 8 out of 10.
Black Panther is a thrilling movie-going experience. It's
definitely, if you're a Marvel fan, it's definitely a must-see.
Oh yeah. Once again, the Marvel Studios puts out another good one.
Yeah, and it does pick up after
Civil War. Well, it has
after Black Panther Civil War. After Black Panther's appearance in Civil War.
Yeah, because like I told you, the actions in Civil War, greatly affect this movie.
Yes.
If you've seen Civil War, you know that his father was killed and he has to take over the mantle.
Right.
And the whole movie is him like struggling with taking over that mantle while having responsibilities as the Black Panther as well.
Exactly.
The protector of a nation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Overall,
so all in all, 8 out of 10 from each.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10 from each
great.
of us.
Watch it. If you have not watched it yet, you're not going to miss out. You're not going to regret watching it because it is a very, very fun movie.
Definitely.
Highly enjoyable. A lot of good stuff in it. A lot of good Easter eggs in it too.
Right.
Some good callbacks. The mid-credit scene is very interesting. The mid-credits when they go the mid.
Oh yeah, the mid-credits.
The mid-credit scene's very good.
Yeah,
and
we're not going to
spoil that. The post-credit scene is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. And I actually told a friend of one of my friends who was watching.
Who was with us watching it?
Yeah. I actually nudged him a little bit. It's like, if they had so and so in this movie, this thing would be over. And he was like, yeah, wait for him to pop up. Where the hell is he? And at the end, so and so pops up, and we both like, whoa! Why couldn't you just put him in the fight? But then we looked back. Okay, then we gained more sensitive. We're like,
it would have taken away from.
Yeah, you would have taken away from T'Challa's story if you would have put so and so in the middle of that. Okay.
Right.
Talk about coming out of left field.
Yeah.
Anyway, once again, 8 out of 10. Watch it. It's great. Loved it. It was good.
Must see.
I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to buy it on Blu-ray again.
Me too.
And rewatch and see if my opinions on it change.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name's AJ Legend.
And I'm BMX Stream.
Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to this video. And also, if you like professional wrestling, subscribe to my other channel, Wrestle Madness, for which I'll provide a link in the description box below. Thank you and goodbye.